Why I built this community, Integrity Leaders, is for the new manager who never set out to be in charge, but suddenly finds themselves leading a team anyway. It's for those smart, empathetic, first-time leaders who care deeply about people and who want to be better than the last bad boss they had. But behind the scenes, they feel like they've been handed that captain's chair of the starship with no training, no manual, and a crew looking at them expectantly for answers they don't yet have. They're exhausted from second-guessing every decision, dreading those awkward conversations, and will probably be secretly worried their team sees them as an imposter. They don't want to turn into a cold command and control type of boss, but they're not sure how to balance the need to get things done with a desire to put people first. I built this community because I've been that manager. I jumped in at the deep end, I'll admit I wasn't pushed. But from that point on, I was expected to either figure it out on my own or fail and be blamed for that. So I'm here now to support new leaders because we've all had to work for a terrible boss at least once in our careers. But there's no reason why that should be the norm. Leading with Integrity, the podcast, and the Integrity Leaders community are all aimed at flipping this narrative of leadership so that everyone can say they have a story of a great leader, an awesome manager, an incredible supportive director, instead of, no, I had the worst boss ever. Yeah, well, mine did this. That's nothing. You should hear what my CEO said last week. Just because you're new at this doesn't mean you have to go it alone. What you need is a crew of like-minded leaders on the same mission to seek out empathy and new leadership. You want a safe place to learn, to share mistakes, gain confidence in how to lead with integrity without losing your humanity or falling to the dark side. So that's the top reasons, if you like, why I built this community. And as for why it's tied to sci-fi, that's my childhood's fault. And my adolescence, and also my adulthood. From Star Trek to Star Wars to Stargate to Farscape, Babylon, Galactica, The Expanse. I love the human stories, the lessons, and the aspirational, inspirational aspects of science fiction. And to me, that aligns so closely to leadership. Even if sometimes their darker take on the future means that the biggest example we can take from these characters is people just keeping on going, keeping on, in spite of literal end-of-the-world stuff happening all around them. Oh, and also because space is cool.